So today is a special and extra long day since I'm down in the southeast US for work for about a month. I'm trying to find some different Halloween events and haunts to do in the area. So today I'm taking a 4-hour one-way drive from southeast Alabama up to the northeast corner, basically northeast section of Atlanta, going to the Netherworld haunt. Now this is a special haunt. I've been doing a little bit of reading. Unfortunately, right now, there's no cameras allowed. I'll film outside of it while I can. And then once I get inside, of course, I won't have the camera. And then I'll bring my kind of experiences afterward in a detailed kind of tell-all about it. Specifically, it's located in Stone Mountain, Georgia, which looks to be maybe like a suburb in the northeast area of Atlanta. So join us on this long experience. All right, so I made it to Stone Park. I'm a little bit early, but I'm coming up on the back side of it, and you can kind of see it there, some of the decorations, and I can see a giant clown, so that's exciting. And then there's all kinds of signs here talking about parking down that way, so I'm gonna go find something to eat and then get ready to come back for the event. So here's the box van, Netherworld Haunted House, fearworld.com, and like us on Facebook, they say. So that is awesome advertising for them. And so due to social distancing, they want you to wait in your car until 30 minutes before your time slot begins. And then they have a QR code that you can buy tickets, and then marking it as the red lot. So off in the distance you can already see the fog machines going, and it opened 1 minute ago, so they may have already started to let some people in. So it looks like speed pass and time ticket entrance is that direction down there. I'm sure they have different lines for each. So like a lot of places, they have temperature checks here before you can even get in. And if you're to sign up showing which time slots they're now admitting, I am 7:30, so I can come in. And so out here before you get in the houses, they've got some roamers. You can see once we get on the inside, we'll be on the other side of this black mesh. So the normal disclaimers about if you have any of these types of conditions, not to come in. Mostly because of the smoke and the strobe lights that go off. So this is about all I'm going to be able to get probably before I have to put the camera away, but they've got some really cool kind of setups. And in fact, here's the speed pass entrance, which is where I will go. Down here is the normal entrance, and there's unfortunate whatever they are. This one's quite interesting. I love him. Oh, he's coming for me. Oh, there we go. Excellent. This is greeting from Stone Mountain, Georgia. And they do have a gift shop, so perhaps I'll try to get a couple things. And they, if you visit, you can tag them on social media, hashtag Netherworld, which I will definitely make sure I do. And I'm actually not going down this way. I'll ask, maybe I can walk down there though. So here's a snack truck that's not open right now, and they've got props on top of it. I just want to get up so we can get a little bit of the queue here, since I won't be walking through here. It is getting quite cold out quickly, and I didn't bring my sweatshirt with me. It's in the car, so I'm probably going to get pretty chilly, but the house itself will be even if it's not warm, the fact that I'll be jump scaring, it'll kind of work up the
adrenaline a little bit. So there's kind of for photo ops. These large tombstones is like a tree monster. There's that clown we saw earlier, big giant inflatable clown. Not really sure what's going on there. The queue is not very long right now, so I probably didn't need a speed pass, but that's all right. We'll still go get in. And then what does this say? Strange sights await you in the Netherworld, and Lord Gulick can smell your fear. All right, so as soon as you get out, it opens up to concessions, and then where you can actually go play laser tag, basically. That looks like an actual real plane. It's got a tail number and all. And then the exit continues. It's so smoky in here, you probably can't see anything. But there's all kinds of different like statues and stuff. You can see these a little better. Some are moving, some are static. And they're kind of like photo ops. There's like a rock monster. I'm gonna take a couple pictures of these guys. All right, as we continue out, it opens up into, let's see, where are we here? There's some sliders. I am not sure where we are. More photo ops. I'm gonna try and get a picture of that really big pumpkin. Even this is just really, really good. I'll talk about the mazes in a minute once I get somewhere quieter. Since I forgot to before I went in. I'm trying to remember as much as I can so I don't forget it though. In the middle here, they actually have a character meet and greet. You can see them in there. It's one party at a time. There's some Rocky Horror over here. Oh, there's a Sasquatch. Oh. Very good. They've got like a chair you can take photo ops in. And over here is, I don't know, kind of like a Frankenstein pumpkin or something. And the photos we got when we came in and got our temperature checks, you get over here. Oh, wow,
That's fine.
Something rather large up here. Definitely got to get a picture of that. But let's get through and turn around and see what it is. Holy goodness, that is at least 20 feet tall. And then a 20-foot tall pumpkin guy. And here is like an animatronic, about a 15-foot tall skull. And here's where it exits out to, basically to the edge of the building. And out there is the intersection where we crossed. This must be like the box office or so. Oh no, this is Escape, it looks like. Escape the Netherworld. Which maybe if I wasn't alone I would consider doing, but I'm not gonna try and do it alone.
Okay, so we'll start with the descriptions of the mazes as they publish on their website. I'll try not to read the whole thing, but I'll try to get the bullet points. And all right, so it's two houses back to back basically, and you exit one and go right into the next one. So the first one is Halloween Nightmares, and that's over 100 years ago. The survivors of a brutal family feud sought vengeance against another mountain clan. Using evil powers stolen from undying monsters beneath the earth, they were transformed into savage bat-like things, and on Halloween nights slaughtered their enemies before creeping into deep hidden caverns to hide from the light of the sun. And then the second one you go into is Cyborg Shock. An unusual artifact stored in a top-secret base has seized control of the advanced robotics section and begun creating bizarre cybernetic life forms. Now an army of fused flesh and metal cyborgs has armed itself with advanced weaponry and is headed to the surface to subjugate the world in a reign of biomechanical terror. If I had to sum up the event or the attraction in like a word or two, it would definitely be sensory overload. As much as I love the Hollywood Horror Nights. Hollywood Horror Nights, for example, they have a lot of black hallways and corridors with nothing, and then people kind of jump out from there. So the scenes are kind of separated. This entire thing for both of them It's immersive. There's so much to look at. I tried to go slow-ish so I could try and take it all in, but I also didn't want to have the line stack up because they have people spaced out throughout it with signs telling people to make sure they're 6 feet apart. So as soon as you walk into it, the very first thing in the first house is the kind of spinning tunnel that I know Ashley can't do, where it's got the lights on it and it's spinning. So as soon as you step in, it feels like you're kind of tumbling. That was the very first thing that you walk into in the maze, so that kind of set the scene. And they had a couple of different ones kind of like that. Lots of moving floors in it. There's a lot of pneumatic, kind of like, air puffs. And one that stood out was, I don't know if it's because I'm short, it was just right in my face level, and it was huge. It kind of felt like a lawn blower, basically like a leaf blower. It almost pushed me back. I got jump scared the entire time. I've never done one of these alone, so that was definitely a different kind of experience. The Cyborg one was equally awesome. It was much brighter. There was more colors going on in there versus the Halloween one, which was much more dark areas, but still immersive everywhere. I was a little confused with the aliens they had throughout the cyborgs. But I mean, it seemed to fit well. I probably said, "Oh God," at least 50 times and clutched my chest. And at least on 3 times, I said, "I think I'm gonna have a heart attack." I asked one last time before going in if I could bring the camera, and of course they said no photography at all. So that's fine. Respected it. Didn't try to hide it or sneak it or anything. So as far as the experience, like I just mentioned, this is the first time I've ever done it alone, and so because of the distancing, I was literally alone the entire time. We never bunched up. I never caught up. I definitely wasn't going to catch up because I was kind of creeping through the whole thing, partly to take it in and partly because I was petrified of what was going to happen next. Definitely, hands down, scarier by yourself. Especially when I go with Ashley, because she's a 5'2" blonde. They tend to focus on her, even though she doesn't really get scared that much. So she gets the thrills, and I kind of get left alone a little bit. It would definitely be more fun in a group of people. Wish I could have filmed, but if you're able to get out here, definitely come out and check it out. It's definitely worth the money, and it's pretty cheap generally. And a regular admission ticket was like $35, and then the speed pass, where, as they said, I literally didn't stop. I went right in. Was $55. So really cheap, like a fraction of the price of the ones in California. And Ashley sent me something that mentioned this is in fact the #1 haunted house in the entire United States, and I can absolutely see why. They put their heart and soul into this. This is a phenomenal event. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. If you ring the bell below, you get notifications of all of our future videos. As always, be kind and be real, and join us on our next experience.